Hey everyone, this is Eugene, and this is going to be a technical analysis of S&P 500 index, near-term future, and specifically the price point where we are today. So what I want to share with you is, in fact, a few things. So you see this trend. We've talked about this one in one of my previous videos. So it's 11 years trend that was formed. And yeah, we keep it here. Now we move a little bit further, and I zoomed it for the period of 2 years. So you see the recent crash on the right over here, just over here, and there are two important lines, this one and this one. So these are basically levels which were formed over here. So you clearly see the zone here all the way here, how many touch points it had, and basically the same with the other line. So in fact these lines are sitting very close to one another, and I can say that it's actually a zone. So let's color it this way. So let's say it's a very volatile zone where a lot of investors are trying to take their decision. Let's move further and go to the recent one. So just to remind you, this dotted line is 11 years range high level. Then you have this this volatile trend line and actually zone over here all the way there, and we have another couple of lines here. Let me explain what it is. So line number one is actually the crash line. So over here you see it's coming from this all-time high, then it touches the dead cat bounce, the one which was formed here, and goes all the way down. Then we have a recovery, that's a green line over here, so all the way from the all-time low up to the lowest part over here, you see it there. And you see the existing price now at this point, so it's just sitting on 2018 crash level. And in fact, the whole zone is actually just a couple of hundreds of the S&P. So you see, it's just maybe 150 points where the decision has to be made, and it's really crucial because a lot of investors are trying to make their bet right now. So whether the trend will go up or it will reverse and go down. Technically speaking, right now we are in a down zone, so we try to break through the green line, 2020 recovery one, and go all the way up and at least stay around this area. And the people who try to put it negative, and investors, they actually aim to put it even down and do not let it go beyond those two levels or this zone and break the 11 years range. So, and one last thing that I found really interesting is actually this. Here it's basically the 23rd of March, and all the way up till now it's the 1 hour time frame. As you know, a lot of investors like myself are using the different analysis, technical analysis, levels, indicators, whatever, patterns. Here, if you look at this picture, you see that it's a complete mess. It's really hard to take your decisions based on technicalities, because every day over here especially is actually a completely isolated from what it is, from a complete trend line. So let me put it this way. So you see some sort of a trend over here, which is quite solid. Then you see a cloud over here, another cloud, another cloud. So all those gaps that you have with opening of a new day is forming some sort of the clouds. And what I was trying to see and try to make a, let's say, a wild guess of where we are going to, I just simply put the middle of each gap that is formed over here. So between each day you put a dot, and then you form some sort of the line. So this one I can exclude, but this one is actually forming some sort of the line in between those clouds that are showing you somehow a trend. Otherwise, it's very hard to understand where you are today. So as you understood from the previous slides, it's a very interesting time. We'll see what we have next. But in general, what I suggest is try to do a very fast things within the day. So try to stay up and close, open and close the deal within a day. This is something you can still predict and play with. Otherwise, you could have a situation that you will have a gap down here, or if you're lucky, go up, depending on if you're playing short or long. Thanks for watching. Make your analysis and take your bits.